Greetings to all of you out there. Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Monday morning or Monday afternoon or whenever you're going to listen to this. Welcome to the beginning of the week. I'm Zach Westfall, and hit the subscribe button down below. You can see it. It's written out there for you. Hit that damn thing, man. I want to say thank you for joining us today. Dude, August is here. You know? So my question to you is, what you gonna do with this brand new month that the man upstairs just rolled out for you? I mean, you're gonna get out there and maybe harvest a couple bushels of corn for your neighbor, or maybe tell your ex after 5 years have been broken up or whatever, you're gonna call them up and tell them that you still love them. I mean, really, what you gonna get into this month, Maybe try guzzling some of that thick, rich Canadian gravy from Mrs. Butterworth's plastic top, her plastic body. I mean, we're in a new month, everybody. So let's get excited. Let's do something new this month. But whatever you're gonna do, I hope you do it and you do it well. Because doing it and doing it and doing it. Oh, because she was raised out in Brooklyn. You know what I'm talking about? But man, I guess, I'm going to jump into this by just saying, dude, I overindulged. I did. Have you guys ever indulged on something that's just... it could be anything, It could be drugs. It could be like, you could be shopping, or maybe, you're doing too much, you're eating too much ice cream, and now you just got so much of that frozen cow juice just running through your veins, and now you feel like this, like a diabetic koala bear or something like that. Because you're moving about, 3 seconds behind on how you normally move, because you just put so much cream into your body. You know what I'm talking about? So much of that flavor-filled creamery is just... Oh, well, that's what I did this morning, man. I overindulged it. And, I feel like right now I just want to take a freaking gun and just end it, to be quite honest. I just went hard. I went in, I didn't even go in the paint. I went in the paint, out the paint, painted some more, painted another floor in another gym. I'm painting everything right now, man. But I went to the Waffle House this morning, and for all of you who have never been to a Waffle House, it's a place where if you wanted some eggs, or maybe a sandwich, or maybe some hash browns and some drugs, they would probably, they'd probably mix, they got it all, they'd probably mix the hash browns and the drugs together, and service you up that way, if you know what I'm talking about. So, but really the only time that anyone ever goes to Waffle House is like really early in the morning, or sometime, late at night. Late at night after you've been doing some debauchery to your body, and you're just like, God, I need some substance. Something to just get me through. Get me through just a little bit of what the drink did to me earlier today, and so so you go into the Waffle House because that's the only thing that's open, at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and that sort of thing, and they're the only ones to really like service you up some gristle and some oil and some of the, peaked ingredients that will, probably give you a heart attack in the morning and maybe some heartburn or something like that. But those are the really only peak hours that you could get in there and really, really grab a tender morsel of some back fat or something, something like that. But oh man, the Waffle House, you got all sorts of crazy shit rolling in and out of there, out of that establishment, at like I said, 1 or 2 in the morning. You might see two employees, using forks and knives or something, and they're trying to style up their hair, with all of those utensils, whatever they got going on, You may even catch, at some certain hour, depending on what it is. I mean, you may find a wife, you may catch a wife trying to run her husband over with her car or something, I mean, there's no telling what you're going to get at a Waffle House at these fine, dark, late night hours. But I remember a couple of years ago, a buddy of mine, and he's getting married in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond Hill is some other place far off in some countryside somewhere, but he was getting married in Richmond, Virginia, and some of us went out after the rehearsal dinner, and so we've been drinking for a while, and so we decided to hit up the old Wahoo. That's Wahoo. That's Waffle House for Southern slang, I guess, if you want to call it that or whatever. But so we're in the middle of eating, and this man, we notice this car pull up, and this man gets out of his car, and he just starts, he starts stripping fully naked right in the parking lot. And so he decides that he's going to run up to one of the windows and put his I don't know, his meaty Twizzler, I guess, all over the glass. And so he's just going back and forth like he's trying to, clean it or whatever. If you just see body meat just. And so I guess he got tired of doing that and decides that he was going to take while these people are eating right there, right in front of them, they're like, oh, God, what's happening? And everyone's like standing up like, what is this dude? What's he, what's this cat on right now? And so he just decides that he's just going to break out, a little bit of, he's going to start urinating right on the window right there. And so he just starts cleaning the glass off with his body water or his water, that comes out of his, you get it. And after he got done, doing that, this man's so drunk that he doesn't even know, like he's trying to break into the restaurant, but couldn't figure out how to even open the door, And, so, all of us, still curious about what is this dude doing? And so he starts yelling out a couple things, whatever it was, Skittles and give me some onion rings, some pork onion rings, whatever he was yelling at that point in time or whatever. And so afterwards, he just couldn't figure out how to get into the dang restaurant. So he just got into his car and drove off and left his clothes just laying out in the middle of the fucking parking lot. So, and who knows what happened to that guy. Hopefully he made it home. Hopefully he got arrested or something. But, it was crazy. I've seen all sorts. Last week, like I said, I just saw this lady roll a diaper underneath her underneath her car, and that was crazy to even look at. But man, all sorts of shit happens around the Waffle House during late night hours. And but so anyways, this morning I had this craving for hash browns. I don't know why. And this place does smothered and covered hash browns. And I don't know if you know what that is, but that's when they dice up a little of God's botanical shallots, I guess. Some onions, and then they put those in the hash browns and they cover it with some sort of American cheese or Kraft single cheese. Who knows? I'm not a cheeseologist, and I didn't go, I didn't study cheeseology or whatever you want to call it, but by God, the taste of those crunchy, the taste of the crunchiness of the potato and the melted cheese. I could just feel my fucking taste buds just trying to, they're just fucking each other. Or the cheese is fucking in it. It's all over the place. And pardon my language, but God, it was so good. And, I'm telling you, it was so good. I haven't had a hash brown in forever, but like I said, I was just craving it. It's just, I could have just rubbed it all over me for a moment. But it was so good that once I got finished with that plate, I reordered another plate of this hash brownery, and ate it. I ate it all. Nothing was gonna stop me from putting the damn fork in that little shredded tater and just. But man, when I left, like I said, man, when I left, I felt like I just drank like a damn gallon of grease. And then I remember in my head, then it dawns on me. Now I know why I don't go in there very often, because it's just too much. I just feel it. It's just sitting in me right now. That's all it's doing. It's just gathering up information on how to freaking kill me. We had this one cat a long time ago. His name was Tigger. And Tigger would hop up on one of the railings and everything. It got to the point where Tigger was just so old. And every time he'd meow, he'd be like, and you could just hear it in his voice. He's just like, kill me. Please, kill me. And that's how I felt when I walked out of there. I felt just, God, someone just in me right now. But man, it's crazy, And my question is, why do we do that to ourselves? We do things like that. I knew before even when I got out of the car to walk in there, that I was just going to feel so sluggish after I ate it. And I didn't realize I was going to eat 2 plates, but I did it. And I still went in there. And now I just regret all of it. But I mean it. Why do we do things like that? We know it's not good for us, and we know it's going to make us feel horrible afterwards, but we still do it anyways. Like, what is that? What makes, it's like a little voice that just like, tiptoes onto your freaking shoulder and then crawls up your neck and gets into your dang eardrum and just all of a sudden takes over your entire, you're just zombied out, and you're like, oh, God, hash browns. And I'm like, damn, I want some hash browns. That's what I'm going for, And you're thinking like, oh, one time's not going to be a big deal. I'll go one time, it'll be done, But then the next thing you know, you're you're so deep into the fried potato game all of a sudden that, that you're like, well, I could do it again. I could get in there and I could order, it won't be on the same day, but, I'll come back 2 days later and I'll just, rework this, this little system, this eatery system that I got going on, this craving that I got going on for these hash browns. And then next thing you know, you're going in there, every 3 days. And then you're going into every, then it's 2 days. And then every day. And then it becomes this habit, and there's plenty of times that, you'd hear, when it comes down to a person having a bad habit, and it could be anything, but you start hearing people, start selling off some of their things and, to go out and get more of, we'll just do drugs right now, right? Oh, shoot, we'll stick with hash browns, it doesn't matter. I'll go out and sell a pair of dang $90 Nikes for a freaking, shredded potato all of a sudden, And then next thing you know, after you start selling off your stuff for a little cheese and onion, then you're out there and you're doing sexual favors, just to get a little taste of that freaking salt and pepper tot, And it's just crazy because, we do, like, I know a long time ago, man, and I say a long time ago, when I was like 9 or whatever, we lived in these apartments in El Paso, and my sister, at the time, she was like 7 or 8 or whatever. I'm not sure, whatever her age she was. But, and I don't know if she was trying out to be, she was doing early tryouts for like the waste management company or something. But at the time she'd go around to, the dumpsters in our apartment complex, and she'd go dumpster diving. And, I don't know about you guys, and I don't know if you know what dumpster diving is necessarily, but I would say, it's like, those shows that come on where, they have all these storage units, that either somebody forgot all the stuff that was in there or someone died or something like that, and they don't know what to do with that stuff anymore. And so people go out there and they place bids on it or whatever it is, I guess that's what, I guess that's what my sister was kind of doing. She was in the earlier stages of doing that sort of thing. I guess you could call it, I don't know, pickery or some would even call it pickers, and I know that was really close, but I did say pickers, not, well, you know what I'm talking about. But my sister, she was a dumpster picker, I guess you could call her. And, or dumpster picker. Yeah, we'll just call her that if you will. But she started going out to getting into one of these dumpsters because she saw, it all started out with, there was this old jewelry box that someone just threw away, right? And if I remember correctly, I think it was a jewelry box, right? But after she found that thing, the next weekend would roll around, and then she'd go for another spin in the dang dumpster, in the same dumpster, right? And she'd find something else that, she found all sorts of shit in there, man. She found, anything from like bikes to coffee tables to dang musical instruments. Hell, at one point in time, she found a cat, brought that home, and just added that thing into the mix. So now, not only am I living with damn 12 Siamese cats now we got this little gray cat running around, and it's like, and mom's like, oh well, we'll just, you know, we'll just, sure, become a part of the family, I guess, you know. And my sister just said it was a stray, you know, and I guess technically, I guess it was, but so you know, pretty soon after doing that for a couple weeks, my mom was wondering where, you know, where did this cookie jar come from? You know, where did this, you know, where did this rocking chair come from? You know, how did it get here? You know, I mean, it's sitting in our living room. It was not here when I went to work this morning, and now it's just, you know, it's all decked out with doilies and has a damn seat cover on it and that sort of thing, or whatever it was on, you know. But so after my mom found out that my sister's been freaking swimming around in other people's junk and all that, and crawling into dumpsters, she was like, no more. Absolutely not. We are not doing that. So she, you know, she ended up, you know, grounding her and all that other stuff. And then, you know, my sister essentially, you know, thinking one step ahead of mom, she was like, well, I won't dumpster dive in our apartment complex, but I'll hit up some of the others around us. And so, you know, so that's what she did and everything. And, but you know, just like myself with the hash browns, you know, my sister she was overindulged, man. She was overindulging in all that dumpstery or whatever you want to call it. It was like a little sick fix, I guess, if you, if that's what, you know, if that's what you want to label it as, I guess. But, you know, but all it took was that one jewelry box, that one time. And then it was off to the races from there, you know. And it was crazy how, you know, it's just crazy how much shit she pulled out. And then at one point in time, we were having a garage sale, and my mom, you know, thinking that some of that stuff was ours and everything, she goes out and resells it to some of the people in the same apartment complex. Said they were just roaming around like, damn, I had one of these before. I know I did. I mean, I threw it away such a long time ago, and now, like, is this mine? I don't know. I don't know. It's just craziness, you know. But it's wild. It's wild how our minds work in that way, you know. And I keep, you know, why do they do that? I can't get. I don't know, man. You know, I guess I can only speak for myself, you know. I mean, I am. I hate the word, but, you know, I'm an addict. I know I'm an addict. And I struggle with certain things, and, you know, I deal with certain triggers in my head, and I know, you know, I have I don't know, like, I have a hard time, like, doing impulse buying, you know, on stuff like shoes. You know, I just can't buy one pair of shoes. I got to buy 3 of them, you know. I had a tough time, I'd say, like, you know, gambling, man. If I could just, you know, during high school, I'd walk around with, you know, I placed bets on fucking anything, really, man. You know, I had a couple books, you know, red book, blue book, black book. You know, I'd write down, you know, wages and this and that, and go around to all the student body and some of the teachers and everything, and And, it's like, oh, point spread, this, that, the other. It became like so much, man, um, I haven't done it in a number of years because, like I said, I don't want to jump down into that hole that'll just, tear me up, man. And I will, like, I've lost a ton of things because of it. And I'm not proud of it or anything like that, but it's just something that I've had to casually not casually, what's that word? I just have to continuously work on that for a moment. It's kind of the same thing with, I like drinking alcohol here and there. But as I've gotten older, it's become a little bit more of an issue. I'll have one drink and that turns into, more. And then the next thing you know, as I'm like having a couple drinks, here comes, I'm buying 8 pairs of shoes then. But, since I've been doing this sober summer thing, it's helped me with my self-control, But also it's been freaking tough too, man. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Some mornings, I'm good. And other mornings, I'm like, God, this is kind of hard. But I'll go throughout my day, and sometimes it's a little bit, because all the people that I'm around, everyone drinks. So now I'm the outcast, supposedly, or the black sheep, because I don't want to do that right now, because I'm trying to do something for myself. I'm trying to better myself. I want to change. And in order to do that, I need to hold myself accountable, I guess, for the things that I do. Sorry, I got to get a little bit of water. But anyways, I don't know how I got off on that, but those damn hash browns, woo! God, they were fucking tasty. Why does a fried spud taste so amazing? God, if I could just make a blanket out of it, I just sleep in it, man. I would. But God, why? All right, moving on. What else has been going on this week? This upcoming week. What's happening, huh? What's happening with everybody? We got preseason football coming up this week, and that's kind of, that's exciting. I'm kind of wondering how this season's going to play out and all that stuff, but that seems to be happening on the 3rd. So like this Thursday. Yeah, I think what's today? Shit, man, I don't even know what today is. I don't know. Whatever the 3rd is on of this month. I'm not sure who's playing, doing what, doing this and that, but dude, I don't need to get into like past crap or anything like that, but this morning on the radio, I heard that, dude, I heard that freaking Aaron Rodgers, right? Old Aaron Rodgers decided that he was going to give up $35 million of his own paycheck, right? To bring in either a running back for the Jets or a receiver for the Jets. Somebody. But the point is, He gave up $35 million. Now for him, that's just not, yeah, it's a big chunk of change and everything. But my question is, Rodgers, why didn't you do that with Green Bay? Huh? Why? You had all the opportunity, and all you did was ask for more money. More money, more money. I need this. I need that. I'm a whiny little bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Frankly speaking, now I'm glad that you're out. At first I was just like, God, I don't want to lose, this dude because don't get me wrong, he's like top 5 quarterback. He is. He's the top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Plain and simple. But when you aren't wanting to let go of some of your own shit, to try to get to another Super Bowl, because frankly speaking, you have only made it to the second round almost every single time. And then you get knocked out by who knows. It's always some little team. And you're always saying, well, it's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. I'm sorry, man. I hate to I know I'm getting really, really riled up right now about it, but I just don't understand it. Why? You never did that with Green Bay, but now all of a sudden you're going to do it for the New York Jets who haven't even made it into the freaking playoffs. And, what did they? I think they made it into the playoffs last year, but since then, they've been the worst team, top 3 teams, 4 teams, worst team in the NFL. And now you're like, oh, well, I think I have a chance on winning a Super Bowl with the New York Jets. So now I will take my $35 million, and I will say, fuck it, if you guys just bring me some more people that will do the job. Even though, and I think they're signing Mike Evans or something like that. I think that's what I heard this morning also. So from the Bucks to the Jets and this and that and the other, I'm just, God, it just makes me want to just fucking rip my freaking nuts off and just hand them out to 2 squirrels and say bon voyage and happy breakfast to you or something. But I don't know. I'm sorry. It's got me going, man. On top of all the hash browns. So not only am I feeling slow, now I hear this news. I'm like, God, what else Monday? But happy Monday to all of you guys out there. You know what I'm talking about. What else is going on? What's coming out in the theaters this week? The Meg 2, I guess. Whoever wants to see Jason Statham, whatever the dude name, that cat. He's going to roundhouse a freaking shark in the nose or something like that. But that's coming out this week. And for, all you people that are living in Asheville, we got a movie theater out here, Cinemark. And so they got couch seating and everything and tray tables. And I remember sneaking into that thing, you sneak in through the back door, grab a couple, on the way to the theater, you get all, you hotbox that car. And then you just pay for one movie and you sneak around. We used to call it the walkabout. And that's when, you jump from one, after one movie gets done, or like 5 minutes before it gets done, you jump to another movie. And then you watch that bitch. So the next thing you know, you're in the movie theaters all day long. And that's all you're doing. And then you go back out there and you sneak out, and then you twist another one up there and say, praise Allah or whatever, you want to call it, and, stage dive into the direction of Mecca or whatever you want to do. And then after you get all zoned out and all that stuff, you sneak right back into that thing and watch another one. God, to be 20 again. Oh man, I wish I was young again. But man, that's what's going on, I think, this week. I mean, there's not too much happening, man. Early football, got the Meg, got Hash Brown Central. Maybe you should do a little dumpster diving yourself and see what kind of, fine fashion wear you may come out with. Something like that. But other than that, man, there's not a whole lot else that's going on. It's hot. Real hot. So, and temperatures are reaching. I mean it. I can't wait for fall to get here, to be quite honest with you. But I think that's, the number, I will be working on that today, as a matter of fact, so you guys can give it a little ringy-dingy. Let us know what's happening with you guys out there. And because, we're just getting, more views here and there, and that's nice to see. And again, I rescheduled the guest that was supposed to be here. So he'll be coming in probably not this coming week, but the following week. So, but that's exciting. We've got some new stuff in here that you guys can't see right now, but we hooked a TV up in here so we can do a little, it's over on this side, over here. But so we can look up some information and see what's going on with the world or in the world when we got the guest in here. Because I know you guys don't want to just, hear me carry on about whatever it is, But, yeah, I think that's it, man. Like, there's not, it's a new month, brand new month. This is the month to really take hold of something and really make it yours and make it special. If there's a girl out there that you haven't been, that you've been, and I'll use the word pining, I'll take it back to the 40s or 60s or whatever, if there's a girl out there, you should really just, step into the batter's box and, take a couple swings at it and see how it goes, man. But I hope everyone out there is doing well, and I hope your families are all right too. And I hope you guys all have a great week, man. And if there's someone that's out there struggling with some of the same, in some of the same ways that we all are, and need some sort of assistance, to help them through, like, kind of a dark period in their lives, then, you should try to be there for them, And I sound corny and all that stuff, but, to be that shoulder, man, to be that shoulder to lean on, or, to be that helping hand for someone that's close to you, you can't ask for much more than that. Because, none of us have this whole, this thing called life down, man. We don't have it figured out at all. And we all need help sometimes. And, because we can't do this alone. It's hard to do stuff alone. I struggle with that. I think that I could do it all by myself. But I know for myself, I know I can't. And that's something that I gotta, deal with for me. And it's just, I don't know, man, just to show what's the word, man? Let's think of a good word. To show the attentiveness, I guess. For someone that needs, that needs help. I mean, that could go such a long way. They remember that. Because being there for other people is really, it just gives off a really good vibe, a good feeling that even if it doesn't seem like it then, while you're doing it, afterwards, it just makes it, I don't know, man. It just shows that you care. More than anything. And if it makes you feel good for helping someone else out, even if it doesn't seem like it's doing anything for them, but you just being there, being present, being, just being there. I mean, that's all anyone can ask for, really, is just be there. So, anyways, not to get into all that at the very end, but I appreciate you guys for coming out and for being here, with me, with us, that whole thing. So, everyone, please take care of yourselves, and shit, man, just be kind to one another out there, and if someone does need help, extend that hand, man. That's all we can ask for. That's all. So, all right. Well, we'll get at you next week, and yeah, we'll see what's going on, man. See what kind of vibe we're in next week, right? Hopefully not this. Oh man, this freaking hash brown metropolis going on in my freaking stomach right now. God. Whew. All right. Everyone, till next time, stay true to yourselves, all right? See you later.